We could have told you that over the last 40 years, UIA Federations Canada, or Magbit Canada as we're known by our friends in Israel, has invested over $1 billion in Israel. We could have told you how we invest in the periphery to guarantee equal opportunities to all Israelis, and how we fund programs to help new immigrants succeed, especially Ethiopian Israelis. Or we could have told you that we have pioneered the movement to create young communities all around Israel, comprised of idealists who believe in Zionism today. We could have gone on and on about our extensive involvement in Israeli education, how we help develop early childhood education in Israel, or how our hundreds of enrichment programs help more Israeli teens excel in computers and technology and have brought matriculation rates to an all-time high. We also support programs to develop young athletes, business leaders, scientists, and technology experts. And we provide academic scholarships for thousands of Israeli students. We could have elaborated on our efforts to develop Israel's resources responsibly by creating renewable energy and protecting our natural resources. And we could have told you that we work relentlessly with Israeli business leaders, organizations, and philanthropists to create projects that will build a strong, bright future for the State of Israel. Or we could have impressed you with the sheer strength of our numbers. Over 240 absorption centers, libraries, auditoriums, community centers, student dormitories, and sports facilities in 85 locations. 3 million immigrants from 72 countries came home with our support. Over 80 annual missions and thousands of Canadians who visit Israel every year. More than 15,000 on Taglit Birthright Israel and over 6,000 on the March of the Living. We raised over $45 million in our Israel Emergency Campaign for Northern Israel and Sderot, the first such campaign to be announced during the Second Lebanon War. We could go on and on.
But instead, we chose to show you how Magbit Canada, along with the Canadian Jewish Federations, are involved in something much, much bigger. Just 60 years ago, a Jewish homeland was established, against all odds. Israel proudly opened its gates and continues welcoming Jews from all around the world to this day. 2/3 of Israeli citizens today were born here and live in a country that was built by their grandparents only 2 generations ago. Today, Israel is the largest country of immigrants relative to its size and has the fastest rate of demographic growth in the Western world. Over 2 million people tour Israel annually, an additional third of Israel's population. Israelis are bright and highly educated, reflecting the emphasis that Jewish people everywhere have always placed on education. Israel is ranked second in the world for the number of books published per capita, and third in the world for the number of professionals with academic degrees. Israel has a thriving civic culture of young volunteers who proudly give back to their people and their communities. Israel is a small country with an international cutting-edge reputation in medicine, business, and technology. 8 Nobel Prizes have been awarded to Israelis. Technological innovations such as Windows XP and numerous groundbreaking medical breakthroughs were all developed in Israel. Israel is the #1 foreign issuer on the Nasdaq, ahead of both Canada and the UK. Israel is a leader in the pursuit of renewable sources of energy and is one of only 8 countries in the world with the ability to launch satellites. Israel has many promising young athletes competing worldwide, and musicians, dancers, and artists who have gained international recognition. Though security threats continue, Israeli citizens proudly serve the country, defending her borders, protecting and continuing to build a strong and resilient state where people are proud to work and live. A small nation, Israel creates wonders because of its residents' innovative vision, courage, and integrity. And Magbit Canada is at the heart of it all. We could have told you that Magbit Canada has been a leading funder in Israel for 40 years. Instead, we chose to tell you that thanks to our motivation, passion, and commitment, Israel is more prosperous than ever before. Together, we are realizing a dream that we have an obligation to carry on for ourselves, for our children, and for our future. Together, we are making a difference. Together, we are continuing the proud legacy that makes us a people.